Alright guys, this is Ash XXMA, and today I'm here with a impressions video, the first impressions video of Kid Icarus Uprising, or at least my first impressions video. Now, a funny story before I get on to the impressions. I went to go pick up this game today at my local GameStop, and I went to the aisle where mostly the 3DS games are, and Kid Icarus Uprising went there, so I went to this counter. I asked the guy if Kid Icarus Uprising was available, and he said no, it was supposed to come out on Sunday. Well, they had a flyer on his desk saying it was supposed to be released today, and what ended up happening, I told him it was supposed to be released today. I even showed him the darn flyer, and he called up his friend who apparently told him it was supposed to come out on Sunday. Well, he made a big mistake. He did sell me the game, and it's a mistake, and it's an honest mistake. He said they're so used to having Nintendo games come out on Sunday that they thought this game was supposed to be released on Sunday. So I forgave him, and I got the game. I also got God of War, Ghost of Sparta. I'm not Ghost of Sparta. Chains of Olympus, which is kind of ironic. Icarus, Ghost, or God of War, I don't know. But getting on to the first impressions now. Back in 2010, whenever I first saw the trailer for this game, I wasn't as hyped as I was whenever the 2011 trailer came around. The visuals looked kind of dull, like there wasn't much color to them. And Lady Palutena, I believe her name is, sounded really dull, more like a robot than an actual person. And whenever the 2011 trailer came around, I was more than impressed. The visuals were a lot more stunning. Palutena's voice was actually, I actually liked it. They introduced some new characters, and we just got to see a lot more of the game. So yeah, that's the one trailer that really got me hyped for this game, was the 2011 E3 trailer. Now, as for the visuals of this game, I am really, really impressed. They're actually really good. Some of the best on the 3DS. I'd say probably better than Super Mario 3D Land. And it all runs real smoothly. I have not had any frame rate issues. I've not had any trouble with it in the game so far. And even whenever things are running at a fast pace, when there's a lot of enemies on the screen, I've not had any issues like that. Now, as for the controls, I really like the controls. Now, apparently reviewers that I have seen review this game do not know that you can actually go to the options menu, click on controls, and configure your controls. Meaning you can change them so you don't have to use a touch screen. I use the circle pad to control pit. I use the buttons to control the reticle, and I use the R button to attack. It works really well. I don't have really much to complain about other than turning the camera, but even then I found an easier way just to use the reticule to turn the camera. So, all in all, I really like the controls. For the gameplay, it's great. The combat is really unique. I like it, and there is a crap ton of weapons to be found in this game, and you can actually fuse weapons too. That's something I forgot to mention in the first Kid Icarus video I made. You can actually fuse different weapons into more powerful ones. And I like that. It's something very unique added to the game, and I'm actually glad they did that. You actually have also weapon gems that give you other weapons, which you can either fuse or you can destroy them and get hearts. And yeah, the combat is really good. The characters of this game really interact well. I mean, whenever I first saw the first trailer, I was really afraid that Palutena would be just this really dull character. But her and Pit really interact. they both have nice voices. And I'm being honest, they have nice voices. I mean, the dialogue, yes, is cheesy, but I like it. It actually makes me laugh at times. Or a lot of the time, actually. But, the bosses so far, I think only one has actually killed me. And I think that might have been my fault, because I wasn't dodging as much as I should have. Of course, I was just getting into the game. I think it was a second boss. So, that was partially my fault. Now, let's see. I went over the controls, the visuals, the voice acting. What else is there? I really don't see what else. I mean, there's a lot of replayability in this game. Multiplayer, that's something I forgot to mention. I have played a lot of multiplayer today, and I think this is the best multiplayer game, or not really a multiplayer game, but the best multiplayer in any 3DS game today. It's really chaotic. It's so much fun, and the funny thing is that the first multiplayer battle I was in, I actually won for the entire team. I was the angel. If somebody would have killed me, it would have ended the match, but I ended up killing the other team's angel before they could kill me. So I won that first match. Unfortunately, I don't know. There's a lot of skilled players on there now, so I got my ass beat, but it's still really fun, even if you do lose. You do get weapons you get items, you get different things from beating, or even just playing through multiplayer games, or multiplayer matches. What was the first thing I got? I think it wasn't claws. No, obitars. I know they're a pair of obitars. But multiplayer is great. It's really chaotic. You can go for free-for-all, which I believe is just you kill whoever you want. Or you can go for light versus dark, which is where you have teammates. You got to work together to defeat the other team's people and angel. It's, like I said, it's really fun. The AR card, I haven't really tried out the AR cards yet, but I do hope to. Let's say anything else? Oh yeah, that reminds me. You can actually pre-order the Kid Icarus Uprising strategy guide at GameStop right now. If you do, you'll get, I believe it's either three or four limited edition Kid Icarus Uprising AR cards, which you cannot get anywhere else. If you do not pre-order it, you won't get it. You won't get them. So I'd recommend pre-ordering it. It's only $19, but if you have a Power Play card, or whatever they call it, Power Hour or something like that card at your local GameStop, you can actually use that, and it gives you a pretty good amount off. I think it was 19, but then it was subtracted, I think, down to 15 for me, so that was not a bad price. And trust me, this game will probably need a strategy guide, especially if they have some things on multiplayer, because I am not a real good multiplayer person. But you know what? I think that's about it. That is my telephone. I am going to turn this off. Washington, D.C. But, yeah, so far the game is great. It's really living up to my expectations so far. And I really do hope you pick this up. Because, like I've said before, I really hope Kid Icarus returns for another game. And I know that Nintendo wants to revive this franchise, and I'm glad they did. I want them to continue doing this with Kid Icarus. Just give him more games. He definitely needs some. And it's kind of funny because the first Kid Icarus game, kind of combined all of Nintendo's top franchises like Mario, Zelda, and Metroid together into one great game. And I don't think this game does that, but still, I'd really recommend you pick this game up. From what I played so far, if you have picked up the game, tell me what you think about it. And tell me any of your multiplayer experiences, if you've won any matches so far. if you've completed the game, just do not spoil the ending. Do not spoil anything. If you do, I will most likely delete the comment and possibly block you, because I hate whenever games are spoiled. Which is kind of weird, because I don't really mind whenever movies are spoiled. I don't know. But yeah, just comment below, tell me what you think, if you bought the game, or if you're going to buy the game, tell me what you're hoping for, I might be able to answer that. So I will be seeing you all later.
I will put an end to it. I'll return to Skyworld victorious! Your days of darkness are numbered. Prepare to meet the light!
So hurry to me, Pit. I'll strip you of your wings and sever you from the heavens forever.